Good morning, students. Welcome back in your English class. Today, our topic is transformation of sentences. We have already started this topic last week. In my last video, I have already explained you the rules of changing affirmative sentences into negative sentences. And today, we are going to learn how do we change an assertive sentence into interrogative sentences. So let's start. Some rules are there. We will learn what are the rules and how do we change a sentence of assertive or an assertive sentence into interrogative. So here is the rule number 1. So rule number 1 is if the sentence is in the affirmative, you have to change it into negative interrogative. Okay, so we all know that assertive sentences are of two types. One is affirmative and another is negative. So if the sentence is in affirmative and you are changing the sentence into interrogative, you have to change it into negative interrogative. Okay, but if the sentence is in negative, then you just barely change it into interrogative. It will be bare interrogative. That means it will not be negative interrogative. Already it was in negative form when it was assertive sentence. So when you are changing it into interrogative, it will be bare interrogative. For example, if the assertive sentence is he was very gentle, so in interrogative you have to change it into negative interrogative. It is already written in the rule that if the sentence is in affirmative, see, the sentence given in example is an affirmative, is affirmative sentence. So we will change it into negative interrogative. So the sentence will be, was not he very gentle? So in this way we change an assertive sentence into interrogative. Now rule number 2. If in affirmative sentence there is no auxiliary verb in sentence, so how you will change? Change it by using do, does, or did, or don't, doesn't, or didn't. Okay. So if the assertive sentence is he plays football. See, there is no auxiliary verb here. So we have to change it into interrogative. And the sentence will be, interrogative sentence will be, does he play football? See, we have used does. We all know that when it is plays, so when we change it into interrogative or negative, we use does as the subject is third person singular. So the interrogative sentence will be, does he play football? Okay. Next, rule number 3. If in assertive sentence never is used, then it will be replaced by the word ever in interrogative sentence. For example, I never drink tea. In this assertive sentence, never is used. So what you have to do? You have to change or you have to replace the never with ever. And of course, the sentence structure will be in interrogative sentence. Okay, this is the basic thing, that when you are changing into interrogative, you must put the sentence structure in interrogative sentence. So the interrogative sentence will be, do I ever drink tea? When we change an assertive sentence into interrogative, first of all we write the auxiliary verb, then subject, and then rest part of the sentence. So here with I we use do, so we have used here do, then I, never will be replaced by ever, and then drink tea. Okay, so in this way we change an assertive sentence into interrogative. Next rule, rule number 4. Everybody, everyone, or all, if you find these words in an assertive sentences or in an assertive sentence, so you replace these words by who plus don't, doesn't or didn't, whichever is suitable. First of all, you will look the form of the verb and then you will use don't, doesn't or didn't. So here in example, the assertive sentence is everybody wishes to be happy. So see the assertive sentence. Here everybody, the word everybody is used. So you have to replace it. What you have to do? You have to first write who, then according to the verb. So here verb is wishes. Okay, so we will use doesn't, then wish to be happy. So the new interrogative sentence will be, or the interrogative sentence will be, who doesn't wish to be happy? Okay. Next, rule number 5. If in assertive sentence you find that after every a noun is given, then you just replace it by is there any plus noun plus who don't or doesn't or didn't, whichever is suitable according to the form of verb. Okay, so here in example, one assertive sentence is given, that is every man wishes to be happy. See, every and then noun. So what you have to do, you have to replace it by is there any, then noun man, who doesn't wish to be happy. See the form of the verb, it is in present and the subject is third person singular. So definitely we will use does and then not. Who doesn't wish to be happy? And then of course question mark. Next rule, rule number 6. When you find that in assertive sentence nobody, no one or none is there, so you have to replace this by who. Okay, you have to use who in interrogative sentence. For example, in assertive sentence, if it is written, nobody could count my love for you. So in interrogative sentence, it will be, who could ever count my love for you? Just what you have done, we have just replaced nobody by who. Okay. Next, rule number 7. If in assertive sentence you find the sentence is starting with there is no and then rest part of the sentence, what you have to do, you have to replace there is no by is there any. If a person is there, then who. If or anything is denoted, then what. That means you have to replace there is no by either is there any or who or what. Okay, whichever is suitable according to the subject. So here one example is given and the assertive sentence is there is no use of this law. Okay, this law. So here it is a thing. There is no person. So in interrogative sentence we will change it like this, or we will write it like this. What is the use of this law? So the sentence will be, what is the use of this law? Next, rule number 8. If you find that assertive sentence is starting with it is no, then the words it is no will be replaced by is there any, or you just write why. Okay. For example, see the assertive sentence, it is no use of taking unfair means in the exam. See, the sentence is starting with it is no. So what we can do? We have to replace it is no by either is there any or why. So first of all we are using why. Why take unfair means in exam? Or is there any use of this law? Next, rule number 9. When the sentence is starting with it doesn't matter in assertive sentence, then just replace it by what though or does it matter. Okay, so here is one example. In assertive sentence, it is written, it doesn't matter if you fail in the exam. So I am using what though. So the interrogative sentence will be, what though if you fail in the exam? Okay, or if you use does it matter, the interrogative sentence will be, does it matter if you fail in the exam? That means it does not matter if you fail in the exam. Students, I hope you have observed that there is no change in the meaning. In the last video also I have told that you are changing the sentence from assertive to interrogative or from affirmative to negative, but there will be no change in the meaning. Okay? So take care of it. Now, there is an exercise for you. And what you have to do? You have to change these sentences, these assertive sentences, into interrogative sentences. I am reading out the questions for you. Number 1, they play cricket. Number 2, Manoj reads English newspaper. Number 3, Ranjan never takes tea. Number 4, he said nothing about this matter. Number 5, I have nothing to do. Number 6, there is nothing better than honesty. Number 7, she never loved me. Number 8, he went to market. So solve these questions. First of all, write these questions in your copy and then solve these questions. It will help you to understand how much you have understood the rules and how much you have understood how to change assertive sentences into negative. So till this today, thank you all of you. So you all practice the sentences which I have given. Change the sentences into interrogative or negative interrogative, whichever is required. So thank you everyone. See you again in the next video. Have a nice day.